Hello everyone. Let us now discuss how can we solve this problem. Find the minimum amount of time to brew potions. So instead of considering this description, which is very hard to understand, consider this description. You are given two integer arrays, speed and difficulties, the length of n and m respectively. In a burger joint, n chefs must prepare m burgers in order. So each burger has a difficulty level, difficulty of J, and must pass through all the chefs sequentially to be cooked properly. That means if a burger has to be prepared or burger has to be made, it should be passed through every chef sequentially. Remember that sequentially we need to pass the burger through. The time taken by the ith chef on the jth burger. So I'm repeating it again. The time taken by the ith chef on the jth burger is time ij is equal to speed of I into difficulty of j. Since the cooking process is delicate, a burger must be passed to the next chef immediately after the current chef completes their work. This means the timing must be synchronized so that each chef begins working on a burger exactly when it arrives. So let us consider this point synchronized so that each chef begins working on a burger exactly when it arrives. That means if a burger is done by a worker, then immediately he need to pass that burger to another chef instead of worker. Imagine him as a chef. Now return the number of minimum amount of time required for all burgers to be cooked properly. So here the difficulty is given something as 5142. So here it means there are m burgers and we are having n chefs. So these are the chefs. Now my problem is at 0 I would be starting solving this problem. At 0 I would be starting solving this problem, right? So the time taken by this chef to cook the burger 0, which is having a difficulty of 5. So cook the burger 0 is having a time of 5 into 1. As I said, time ij is equal to difficulty of I into speed of j. So it would be 1 into 5, which is 5. Now, after that, the same burger is passed after this chef to another chef. At the same moment, this burger is passed. So this burger from this chef is passed to this chef at the moment 5 after 5. Now, what is the time taken by chef 1? Chef 1. This is chef 0 and this is chef 1. What is the time taken by chef 1 to cook the burger 0, which is 5 into 5, 25. But will you take 25? No, because the end time of burger 0 by worker 1 is not 25. It is instead 30, which is maximum, right? Just consider this 5. He is ending at 5 and he is taking 25 minutes to complete his work on burger 0. So the total time is 30. Now this burger is passed over to chef 2. So this burger is passed over to chef 2. Now chef 2 is having a speed of 2. So 5 into 2 would be 10. So if I add 10 more minutes, then it would become 40. So now the burger is at chef 2 and this should be transferred or given to chef 3. Now let me take this chef 3 and let me include him in the work, and this burger 0 is given to chef 3. Now chef 3 takes 5 into 4 minutes of time. 5 into 4 is 20. So it would give me 60 minutes. Now, here comes the actual question. If you see here, if you take the same example, he is giving something like 52, 53, 58, but I thought something like this person would start at 61. But please be careful at this point of time. At this point, he would not start at 5. So, he would consider these two things. Here if I place something like, here I am considering this, so sorry, here I am considering this as I. Now my burger 0 is completed, it is completed. Now I am working on burger 1. Now here is my pointer of M in the burger. So these are the burgers. Now I am having 1 as the difficulty. Now let us see what happens here. So at this moment of time, what is the maximum from these two? I will tell you why I am taking the maximum of these two, which is 5. So add 5 to the current time. If I add 5 to the current time, it would be 1 into 1, which is 1, which is 5 plus 1, it is 6. Now, what are the maximum from these two? But why I am taking this maximum of these two? You will get to know about this when we get to another iteration. So from 6 and 30, it is 30, which is maximum. So I add 1 into 5, which is 35. So 35 is added. From these two, the maximum is 40. So if I add 40, then 40 to 4 in, 1 into 2, it would become 42. And if I add, so in these two, the maximum is 60. If I add 1 into 4, which would become 64. Now, here comes the question. How we are taking this? Now, he is taking the maximum time of 64 for burger 1. But see here 64 and 42. If I remove, what is the time taken by this chef 3? Chef 3 is taking only 4 minutes. Now, why shouldn't I just start my iteration from 60 itself? So I'll do that. 60 and then here 64. This is the whole intuition of this question. Now, this person, chef 2, is taking of time 1 into 2, only 2 minutes. Why shouldn't I start from 35 to 60 when I can just take the time of, I have removed only, I am taking only 4 minutes for chef 3 from 60 to 64. Now I want to take only 2 minutes. So I would remove only 2 minutes from this 60, then I would get 58. Instead of 35, it would get 58. Now I am getting only 1 into 5, which is 5. So why should I instead start with 6, 35, 42 and 64? So I would end at 64 making burger 1 by chef 3, and he would take 64 from starting at 60. He would start at 60 and end at 64. This chef 2 will start at 58 and end at 60 for burger 1. And this person, chef 3 is completed, chef 2 is completed, chef 1 is taking 5 minutes. So I would simply remove 5 minutes from 58 and I would get 53. Now, this is the time taken by chef 1. 53 to 58 is the time taken by chef 1. But the 1 into 1 is the time taken by chef 0. So if I remove 1 for chef 0, it would become 52. So this is the whole intuition for this question. First thing what I am doing here, let me write it. Let me write it here. Let me write it here. Here I am going from forward. Here I am going from backward. So my intuition is, wait a second. My intuition is the burger is given to another chef only when only when the burger is completed by previous chef. For example, let us take chef 1 takes burger something like 0, burger 0. Chef takes burger 0 only when chef 0 completes his cooking, sorry, cooking cooking on burger 0. Now after that, when does this so burger is only taking this chef only when previous chef is completed his work. Now after this chef, then only he is taking this burger, but I would go to another burger only when the previous burger is completely cooked, right? It is completely cooked by all the previous chefs. So if and only if the burger is completely cooked, then only another burger is started for work. So now from 52 this person starts cooking. Chef 0 starts for cooking from 52 to 53, and then 53 to 58 by chef 1, and 58 to 60 by chef 2, and then 60 to 64 by chef 3. Now another thing which we need to do is this, considering this 4. Now let me consider that again. So here I am taking 4 as the difficulty. So I am taking another burger to be cooked. Another burger to be cooked. Now I have another burger to be cooked which is 4, right? Here I have 4. Now this is the difficulty and I am taking the first one, first chef. The first chef would be starting from the maximum of these two. Why the maximum of these two? Because he is starting his work at 52 and ending at 53. You can't assign a new burger at the starting point. You can't give 2 burgers at a time for only one chef. No, you cannot do that. So, at the end time only, the new burger would be assigned for Chef 0. So, Chef 0 is starting his work on burger 1 from 52 and ended at 53. So, I would take the maximum from these two. That's why I said that hold on to know why we are taking the maximum from these two, the adjacent elements. Now, let us take 52 and 53 for chef 0. So the 53 would be the maximum. Now, if I add 4 into 1, which is 4 to 53, it take 57. Now, if I add 4 into 5, 20 to 58, but remember I only add to the maximum. The maximum from these two is 58. So, chef 1 completed his work at 58. Then only I would add the work, or then only I would give him the burger 2. So, 58 is the end point for chef 1 on burger 1. So, I would add 5 into 4, 20 to 58. It would be 78. Now, see clearly. Now, 78 is the maximum time. So, if I add 4 into 2, 8 to 78, it would be 78 plus 8, 86. 86 is the end time. Here, at this time, 86 is the maximum time taken to complete this burger till chef 2. Now, let us see what happens from these two. 86 and 64, the maximum is 86. So, 4 into 4 is 16. So 16 plus 86 would give me 102. 102. Now here comes the actual intuition. Here I am going from the forward. Here I need to go from the backward. Now if I go from backward, I would get 102, and I need to remove. What I need to remove. So 4 into 4 is 16. Chef 3 is needed only 16 minutes to complete his work on burger 2. So if I remove 16, it would be 86. Now chef 2 would require 4 into 2 only 8 minutes. If I remove 8 minutes, it would be 8 minus 86 minus 8, it would be 78. If I remove 4 into 5, 20. 4 into 5, 20. Then it would be only 58. Then 4 into 1, if I remove 4 into 1, then it would be 54. So I think this is up to now clear for you. So let me write the algorithm for you. Now let me write the algorithm here. Algorithm. Now I am going from I is equal to I like, let me go with j. J is less than m. So j plus plus. In this I am going from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. I am every time checking I plus 1 and I. So let me name it something like done. Done of I plus 1 is equal to maximum of done of I, comma, done of I plus 1 plus I need speed of something into difficulty. Difficulty of, what is this difficulty? Difficulty of j. Difficulty of j and speed of I. Now after that here it would be iterating from for I is equal to 0 and I is lesser than n and so on, then I plus plus. After that here it would be for I would go from the right to left to decrement one by one. So I is equal to n minus 1, I is greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus. Now done of I would be done of I plus 1 minus speed of I into difficulty of j. So after that done of n is written at the last. So if you see, here is the done of uh, last value. So done of I is done of I plus 1. If you see clearly, for this point I have removed 102, sorry, 16 from 102, and I have initialized this here. So for that, done of I is equal to done of I plus 1 minus speed of I into difficulty of j. So if you have any doubts, this is quite tricky question and it is a greedy approach. Now if you want any explanation more than this, so you can comment in the comment section. I will give you reply there itself. And if you like this video, do share it to your friends and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.